Hey guys, DarkMata from Bedlam Brothers here, and welcome to the Huntress episode of School of Legends. Today, I'm going to be looking at the Huntress, who is available to buy for 10 marks of legend from the Legends vendor. Before we take a look at her abilities, I want to mention that when you reach combat rating 80, you'll be able to enter a solo instance from your on-duty tab called the Hunt. In this instance, you'll play as the Huntress and will be able to practice using her moves and abilities without being attacked by other players. This is a really useful way to become familiar with this character. I've often thought there should be some sort of single player training dojo where you can try out the Legends characters in private and maybe even preview characters that you're yet to unlock or purchase. Since we don't have anything like that yet, at least for the Huntress, you have this solo instance. The Huntress's movement mode is acrobatics. This means she can sprint across the ground, use grappling hook to travel faster, climb walls and ceilings, and has a type of flight. The Huntress has 6,880 health. This is the base level of HP for Legends characters that I've tested so far. As with all characters, blocking counters your opponent's lunge attacks. Throughout the series you'll see each character's lunges, so take note and learn when to block. The Huntress has two combat styles to choose from. The first is martial arts. Her lunge moves you closer to the target and counters any range attacks. As always, you should take a moment to look at the combo list and get familiar with it to become more effective at hand-to-hand combat. Martial arts has some strong hitting combos, many of which are clippable. There's two combos I'd like to point out. The first is called Spinning Punch. This is a 5-hit combo with a close range AoE hit at the end that deals very strong damage. The second is Smoke Bomb. Now for some reason this doesn't show up on her combo tab at the moment, but it is usable. Since it doesn't appear on her combo list, in order to do it, you need to tap melee 5 times and hold the 6th to execute this combo. Smoke Bomb is a 6-hit combo with the final hit throwing a smoke bomb causing massive AoE damage. These combos can be clipped at any point, cutting the animation short, allowing you to get started on your next attack. It's important to note that these combos can also be blocked. With martial arts, tapping range attack will not block break a blocking opponent, but can still be countered. To block break with martial arts, you need to use the held range attack, which can block break on the first, second and third hit. This attack is vulnerable to being lunged at all stages. As mentioned, the Huntress has two combat styles. The second is dual pistols. There's several close and long range combos I'd like to highlight. The first is called Loft Shot. This is a 5-hit, close range combo and lifts your opponent into the air. The second is called Sweep Shot. This is a 5-hit, close range combo that hits multiple opponents and stuns your target. The third is called Jump Shot. This is a long range, 6-hit combo that can counter enemy range attacks. And the last is Magnum Round. This is a 5-hit, long range combo that block breaks a blocking opponent on the second and third hit. All of these combos are susceptible to being blocked at any point except Magnum Shot, which is vulnerable to being lunged. It is important to vary between melee and range attacks in order to trick your opponent and make sure you win the counter for your immunities. Moving on to the Huntress's power moves starting from left to right. The first is called Spinning Backhand. This does basic AoE damage in the direction you're looking at and has a knockback effect. The next is called Wrangle. This attack stuns, roots and damages a single target. The next move is called EMP Canister. This is an AoE attack that stuns and deals damage. This attack also reduces the movement speed of anyone caught in the blast. The next move is called Forward Flip. This deals basic damage and a knockdown effect. Helpless enemies will also take additional damage. The next is called Backflip. This deals basic damage with a knockback effect and helpless enemies receive extra damage. And the last move switches between your weapons. Overall, the Huntress doesn't have a particularly impressive power set. With 1 being taken up by a weapon switch and 3 being taken up with basic movement combat, that's forward flip, backflip and spinning backhand, it only leaves her with 2 moves to define herself. One of those is the taser pull copy called Wrangle, which isn't unique as various other characters have this move as well. And the last being EMP Canister, which doesn't do enough to compensate. She could definitely use a damage over time power to make up for her other lackluster abilities. That being said, she does have martial arts, which is a very effective clippable melee weapon. In order to become effective with Huntress, you'll need to absolutely master the martial arts weapon, as you can't really rely on her powers to swing the battle in your favour. I'd personally never pick the Huntress as my go-to character, but if you're looking for a challenge that will force you to sharpen your martial arts skills, then she's a great choice. So why not give the Huntress a go, and leave a comment to let me know how you got on. Until next time, stay legendary.